Out with the old and with the new. We're replacing rotors and brakes on the rear of a 2015 Audi S8. Starting off by taking this guy right here off. In order to get the caliper out, we got to get this bolt out right here and that bolt out up top. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, it's right over there. So I loosened these two bolts already with a pry bar, so don't let this thing fool you. That pretty much releases the caliper. Just gonna remove the caliper from the side and get this disc off to replace it with the new one. Removing this thing's pretty simple. Just pull up on it, take it off, and put it on the side over here. Make sure it's nice and safe so nothing gets pulled or you don't cut any lines or anything like that. I actually ended up putting mine over here to the side. Nothing's hung up, nothing's snug, it's just hanging out there. And I'm gonna whack this thing with the hammer a few times to get it off. I usually like to use a wire brush to clean up this area on any car. There's no rust and stuff left behind. And once I clean it off with the wire brush, I hit it with some brake cleaner, and we're good to put on the new one. And with the new rotor, and don't forget to put this guy back on. Always gonna go in nice and snug, but you always want to make sure the actual rotor's on there properly before you tighten it. Kind of hard to do this with one hand, so gotta use my knee. Make it work, huh? Now that we got the rotor on, time to replace our brakes. So we're just gonna pop these guys out of here and use our tool to press the piston down all the way, and that way we can pop the brakes back on and put those two bolts back in, and we're done. And guys, don't forget to pop your sensors out. This guy right here in the back, pop that thing out and put it on the new brakes if you don't have a new one. I don't in this case, so yeah, just pop it out. There's a piece of metal that goes over it, and just pop it back in when you're done to the new brakes. So right now I'm going to be putting these pads on. I kind of adjusted this on here, but first things first, I'm going to be pushing this piston in using my little tool. So that's my tool, that's the piston that I got to push in. But guys, just a quick tip: before you attempt to push this piston in, you got to make sure that this the screw in this little mechanism here is retracted fully. You can do that by accessing the car's computer with software, or you can actually take this clip off and do some battery power magic to it, or whatever it's called. I'm not 100% sure how that goes. I've always just used a computer. So yeah, you have to make sure that thing's retracted, otherwise this piston will not go in. So yeah, I've already gone over that. I'm on the other side. This is the second side I'm doing. But yeah, you have to have a computer to get that done, or do it the other way. I'm sure there's other tips on YouTube on how to do it. Press that piston all the way down. That way you can make sure your brakes go on pretty easy. Put this guy back on here. And now we throw the brakes on. As you can see, we got our rotors and pads on. Now we got to put those bolts back in, and we are pretty much done. Put the tires back on, and that's that. And here we go with our bolts back inside. Oh, the other one. The other two. But that's it for the brake job. That does it. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you next time.